Now, wait, never.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about a couple of things that I've been avoiding talking about, but also I'm just going to get ready for the day for absolutely no reason. I think I am going to film another video today for IGTV, so that's probably all that I'm really going to be doing today besides watching Avatar: The Last Airbender because it's on Netflix. My skin is like weird. I have dry skin, but like my face tends to get really oily sometimes. Like look at that glow. I don't have anything on my face. I literally just washed my face and it's glowing. If you guys want a skincare routine, I don't really do a lot of crazy stuff and I still break out. So I'm still trying to work through a skincare routine. But if you guys want to see that, let me know. I used to put this on every time I got out of the shower from washing my face. But because my face got used to it after a while, it started getting oily and it just was not okay. It wasn't a look. It was just... and it made me feel icky. I started breaking out and getting like clogged pores and stuff like that, so I was just like, no, we're just not gonna do this. So this is literally the first time I'm putting it on in weeks. Also, I'm heavily active on TikTok now. My TikTok is Staci, same as my YouTube channel name. I've just gotten so comfortable with my skin lately that I don't even wear makeup that much anymore. Like within the past year, I just haven't really cared to wear makeup anymore because I'm just so comfortable in my skin and I just don't care. Anyway, my sister's graduating high school. We're supposed to have a little celebration for her. I don't know if I'll vlog it or not. That'll probably be up on this channel if I do decide to vlog it. If not, I've been getting a lot of comments, like people talking about like what's happening with the engagement, what's happening with the wedding and stuff like this. At this point, like, we just don't, it is kind of getting annoying to hear those things. And I know people ask because they care, but it's just, when so much is happening in the world and like when it comes to people's personal lives, it's just better to not just ask. I'm just gonna leave it at the fact that the wedding is canceled. If he and I come to a decision of talking about more in detail about it, then we will. But I'm just gonna leave it at that. Another thing that has bothered me about this pandemic is that my brother is in the military. A lot of people may or may not have known that. My brother is in the military. He's in the army and he's stationed out in South Korea. Now, South Korea is not as bad as it is, or at least last time my mom told me about the status of what my brother's doing. South Korea is not as bad as it is over here, so I feel like they're more so keeping him over there for his own safety to not come back and like potentially catch it, because his term over in South Korea is actually over. He was supposed to be there for a year and he's been there for a year. So because of everything that's happening, you know, this whole pandemic's just ruining everything. I go through motions of emotions when it comes to this whole pandemic thing. Sometimes I'm just utterly pissed. I just don't want to feed into it so much because I know that, like, obviously it's a big thing that everyone's talking about, obviously, because we're dealing with it and it's something that we're dealing with every single day. Being a homeless, like, this is definitely going to change our lives for the long run. Like when everything gets back to normal, because it will get back to normal, I believe that it's just going to be completely different for everybody, and it's just going to be so weird getting back to normal and like being outside and actually physically touching people and stuff. When it comes to my brother, I'm just like really sad. That's like the main thing that I'm really sad about with this whole pandemic, is because my brother is in a different country and everyone else is here, and it's just like, well, before this pandemic happened, I've been missing my brother so much. It's just so sad, but like at the end of the day, I'm just a proud big sister for both my siblings. Well, for all my siblings, honestly, but because my older sister got her little college degree, she's happy about that. But my baby sister graduating high school, getting her diploma, and then my brother just being stationed out and serving our country is just that's one of the best things about being a sibling, is just being proud of your siblings. I feel like my life has a lot more purpose because I have siblings. I was watching this person on TikTok, Josiah. I think his TikTok name is Josiah Official. I'll put it on the screen or something. What is TikTok on the screen? But he's such an adorable kid, for one. I don't know how old he is, but I can tell he's younger than me. But he's just so adorable. But I was watching his live, and obviously I knew that he was like a child of, like, he believed in God and stuff like that. But the way that he described religion really resonated with me, and how like I'm gonna start showing up when it comes to religion and stuff like that. I know that people have like their different views on like Christianity, and like being a Christian kind of gets like a bad rep in certain ways, because, you know, Christians take the Bible or things that, you know, the church says, and they use it as ways to bash other people, and like they use it for reasons not to love people or to like not accept people, specifically like in the LGBT community, or like to overpower women in a certain way. And those are some of the reasons why I would just not agree with being a Christian. Some of the reasons why I don't really believe in the Bible. I know that I'm probably gonna get some hate for this, for speaking this, but this is just how I feel about it. But the way that he described how he feels about him and his belief in God, like he says that he hates religion. To be religious, you follow after the laws, which are like the things that are said in the Bible, or the things that you learn in church, and you take those laws and you use them to like, basically what I'm saying, to like attack. Like, I wish that I recorded his live in some way, because the way that he described it was so perfect. But he just was just basically saying like basically what I was saying. Like, I don't believe in the Bible. Like, I like reading Bible verses, and if they resonate with me, then I'll take them. But like, I'm not someone that can completely read the Bible and be like, yeah, like I completely support everything that the Bible says, like the commandments and everything, because that's just not what I believe, and that's just not the relationship that I have with God. He says that God is everything, and that is so true. God is love, God is life, God is every walking human being on this earth, God is every living creature on this earth, every living thing. He is everything, and it's so hard to describe God as like one thing, because he's not one thing. He's everything. He's the stars, he's the planets, he's everything. So to like minimize him to one thing, it's just not how you describe God. And also, someone who claims to be a Christian should, the best way of being a Christian is being kind and like walking in the ways of God, not necessarily like preaching his word per se, because then that goes back to religion. If that's what you believe in, cool, but that goes back to the whole religion and the law aspects of religion, is preaching his word and stuff like that. Is that something you believe, that you feel like you have to preach his word? Cool. I personally don't like putting my faith onto other people. I believe in God. My relationship with God is different from your relationship with God, and that's basically what he was saying. Like, our relationship with God is all that matters. If we show up as Christians, our relationship with God is what's more important than the laws and the church, pretty much. And I'm just someone that just, I grew up in a very religious household, but because that's just the way that I grew up, I just felt like that was just how I had to be. That's just how I felt. Got a little religious for like 6 minutes. I'm sorry, but that's just how I feel. So speaking of TikTok, I wanted to talk more about like my TikTok. So my brand is all about motivation. I do want to talk more about like mental health and stuff like that on this channel, but a lot of what I'm trying to make my TikTok about is being a little bit more positive, but also focusing a lot more on self-love, because right now in this season of my life, that is something that I truly believe in. I feel like not secretly, but like deep down, that's always something that I cared about, being just that weird kid that didn't really care about what anyone else thought. Like, I cared. Obviously, when you're young, you care about what your peers think, because your peers are like your whole entire world. But I don't know, it's just been just a weird journey for me, honestly. But like, growing up as that weird kid, it's just never really been easy for me to like fit in anywhere, even though the only thing, I heard this quote the other day, the only thing that we as people have in common is that we're all different, which is basically the whole point that I want to make with TikTok. And like, even with this YouTube channel, I just want to make videos that kind of just resonate with people who have felt like that weird quiet kid that I felt like I was in like school and stuff like that, and just kind of just be like their older sister in some way. It's just to show people that you are completely 100% fine the way that you are. You are perfect the way that you are, in all your imperfections. No one should tell you how to dress, how to live your life, what music to listen to, because I grew up around friends that literally told me what to do. Because I was that quiet kid and I was kind of a little bit of a pushover, I kind of just let people just dictate what I wore anyway. But like, you should not like let people do that or anything. Anyway, I keep stopping. I keep forgetting the main point of like what I'm trying to talk about. Anyway, basically what I'm trying to talk about is that I want to tell people that you can still make an impact, or you can still be who you are and be completely happy with yourself. And I want people to get to that point in their lives a lot sooner than later, because I don't want people to feel as though, I mean, sometimes it does take a while to really find that within yourself and get to a point where you can be okay with being yourself. Because I know that with me, it took me a long time to really be okay with myself. Everyone's journey is unique and it's uniquely theirs. So it's never my place to be like, oh, you gotta figure yourself out now. Like, that's not my intention with my videos or anything. My intention is just to be like, accept who you are now, because you are perfect as you are and as you show up to be every single day. Alright, and that's gonna be it for today's video. I know I didn't really talk about anything besides just rambling and talking about religion and stuff like that, but that's gonna be it. My eyelash glue still needs to dry because I can feel my eyelash. Definitely follow me on TikTok if you want to see my face, my beautiful face, every single day. If not, just wait for the next video to come out next Wednesday. But I appreciate you guys so much for watching these videos. I know I say this at the end of every video because it honestly means so much to me, and I'm just so happy that you guys watch to the end, hopefully, of these videos, because it just means so much. But with all that being said, I hope you guys have an amazing day. You are amazing, you are beautiful, you are worthy, you are loved. I love you, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace out, Girl Scouts.